Another Aztec game coming at us swiftly. It's going to be Huitzilopochtli here, and Mau Mau is the player, and Mau Mau is Tunison. He is, he is Tunison. Extremely strong player. Going to be piloting the new Civ, and on the other side is Mosca in the darkness, in the pitch black. Because if it's going to be a Aztec game on the lonesome and not a Aztec mirror, we're going to be watching the point of views, so we can see what these guys are up to. Spy is going to be having a look around, and for the start, we're going to have a cow pulley up on this side and a shared cow pulley over here. I think so when somebody asked me about doing a basic easy build order for the Aztecs, I really don't know how to do it, because the basic build order is always going to be 2 cow pulleys, because you can basically always share either food with gold or wood with gold, or the other one that I didn't say, maybe that was food with wood. You can always share 2, and I think if you go for 3 cow pulleys with either Huitzilopochtli or Tezcatlipoca, yes, the other one that gets expensive cow pulleys, it's very tough to get a decent uptime, or at least if you're going for a livestock pen as well. Maybe if you don't go for any pens, so we see here Tunison's going for the lumber outpost. Maybe if you don't go for any of those, you can get all 3, but then you're kind of at a disadvantage, so I don't really know what to think there. Maybe I need to have a play around with it to see if there is a decent uptime that you can get without sharing some of these things. Or maybe that's just a guide in itself to share, like, you need to share these because it's good. I don't remember who, but someone went triple spike trap on a TC and got a bunch of veal kills. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't think it does that much damage though, does it? Unless they had a decent amount of units there anyway. Exactly, Honey Nut. Just go Kets and get all the upgrades. That's the easiest build order. I can suggest that build order to anybody. To be fair, getting all the upgrades isn't an easy build order, but grabbing all the cow pulleys with a couple of upgrades is very simple. Looks like Baboon of Set has been seen by Satfat, aka Mosca. I do need to update this so we get everybody's portrait. Yeah, it is like a 420-ish advance time. It's a very competitive advance time with every upgrade. If you go wood first, if you go lumber outpost with your first few villagers, then you move on to the food with your first cow or second cow pulley, and then you get the upgrade for that, and then you move over to the gold, you get the upgrade for that. It's very once you know, it's not bad at all. Craft Workshop going to be coming in for Tunison as well. So that's this cow pulley is going to become the gold one, and then he's going to move the food one as well. Makes sense. Patacatl is the bunny man. Bunny man going to be on the way. Warrior Priest has spotted a relic that he favors, and yes, it's going to be Gold Trickle. Gold Trickle, always welcome in any game. Bring that over here, good sir. That's what I say to that one. Healable hero regenerate. Okay, your heroes regen. That's going to be very good. I hope that that's the other one he's going for. Yes, it is. When he hasn't seen any others, so if he's going for a relic, that's going to be it. And Spy, and we having a cheeky look around. Mosca going to be walling up with his houses. As we've said, these top players are going to be respecting the Tashipla rush. He's also getting a barracks up right there. So the Tashipla rush, for anyone playing at home, is sacrifice one settler straight away. You hit this button, Y, and then he becomes very, very strong dude that can get some good early pressure on your opponent. And walling up just completely mitigates that. But the bunny is going to try and do some good damage. The warrior priest is going to come through on his unupgraded lonesome. Going to be having a look through. And the warrior priest going to be collecting a goat. You'll love to see it. Now, where does Tunison go in this game? He's just getting some warrior priests out for the time being. Does he grab any other building? No, he's grabbing a market. So this is smelling like a fast heroic to me. if he's not dropped any buildings down before that. There is going to be a bunny coming through. Can he kill the laborer off? He does have a big jab right there, but the priests with their healing micro, too good. Mosca with the healing micro, he's one of the best to be able to do it. He's also cute little jump inside the sentry tower. The priest will be able to heal back up. And this is why Set, or the Egyptians in general, are considered a very strong civilization at the top level, is if you can get your priest micro in, it's very, very difficult for your opponent to come in unless they have an overwhelming military advantage. You can't get much done with a small amount of warrior priests like Tunison is trying to do. He could do the play, sack the villager, bring in the strong warrior priest, but can he get the damage done is the question. Looks like he's just trying to pressure as much as he can, just make sure that he's not on the back foot. Often that's just something that you do kind of want to do, just be pressuring so that you're not receiving the damage yourself. Commission Spy in a great spot here to spot the potential Mosca second town center. And the cow pulley on the front never got changed into a livestock, or the livestock pen one over here, that's why. And it's going to be a sit in your base. Oh, he thought about obsidian butterflies. Is that what he's going for? I don't know whether there's a point where you go, gentleman's agreement, we're not using these. But it depends how much Tunison likes his elo. Warrior priests. They're still having a look. And it is just going to be a fast road for sure. Mosca's going to be checking to make sure that is the case. Also grabbing husbandry. I think if you're sitting in your base, husbandry needs to be grabbed earlier because it does boost your chicken and berry bush rates of gathering. So if you're doing this sort of play where you're not leaving your base, you know, he would have the resources now if he had husbandry, even a little bit sooner. Priest could potentially get caught out here. Maybe Mosca can heal one of those up, or maybe they're just close enough to the sentry tower and playing around the sentry towers nicely. When the spearmen come in, the warrior priest will have to run away. I think the warrior priest should win this fight. They just need to take it far enough away from the priests, which is the issue, because the priests can heal up as we've noticed before. And Tunison is going to be going up to the next stage, and he's going to go out the queue instead. I think this is, yeah, doesn't want to go for the OP strategy of just all the obsidian butterflies in the world, and respect that one. And triple noble hut being dropped. Just turn my light on. It's getting a bit dark here in the UK. Triple noble huts getting dropped down, and triple noble huts, while not building anything before that, tends to mean full emphasis on grabbing loads of eagle warriors. As all the eagle warriors come in, deal with the spearmen nicely. It will deal with, or be a good matchup against chariot archers, as they're going to have pretty much the same range. Unless there's going to be a Sekhmet coming through for Moscow, which there isn't, so they should be the same range. And the Commission Spy, now he's having a little look-see at this gold mine, so he will see when the gold miners move over to this one. I mean, that would be the obvious choice for Moscow to move forward to. And a full sacrifice of about 4 villagers there, going up to 50 favor. What is the plan for this favor? Tunison. What is he actually planning for it? Getting out the Eagle Warriors. Priest going after the Armadillo on the backside. And there's just not enough units to deal with these guys. Blood Pact is going to be forced out. You kind of want to use that one to take down a position, I feel like. Yeah, because then you're just shifting sands away. I don't know about that Blood Pact. It does force everybody away. I guess there is that. Maybe if Moscow was going for some kind of timing, you have shut it down. You have taken shifting sands away. Whew. Wow, he does some severe damage to myth units when he's all blood pacted up. The Scorpion Man should live another day when he gets to that wooden wall. Warrior Priests do have to run away. But now, what's the plan for this favor? Oh, there we go. He is spending some. He is grabbing all the upgrades. So he's grabbing String of Hearts. This is the crush damage from everybody. It's going to be extra HP for everyone as well. Also, dropping that Agave Bloom down in the Heroic Age does give you extra food. And same gather rate as it is in the Classical Age, though. But we'll be able to just get a big influx of that food. Do armadillos cost food? Armadillos cost food. Maybe that's what it is. Villagers sacrifice, loads of food coming in. You'll be able to grab one very shortly, and then the small favor trickle will come through, and you'll be able to grab another one. Another one. Gold mine going to be finished up. Tunison looking on this side. There is already a Migdal stronghold. There was a second choice. Doesn't have to be the one right in the middle of the map. This one is on the side as well. And Tunison's slightly too late to put a stop to that one. So Moscow will be very happy. He was probably putting that Migdal stronghold up while the priests were attacking over this side. It's often what some of these top boys do. Now, does he save up, or does he wait for another blood pact before going, or does he just think that 2 of these guys are enough? Honestly, I don't know. Oh, nice raid coming through from Moscow behind. Does manage to grab a decent amount of units, or a decent amount of idle time. Does grab a couple of units that did manage to gather inside the lumber outpost, and the tower. Lumber outpost only actually houses 5 villagers, but still better than nothing. And Ancestor's going to be dropped, and the big munching boy going to be taking out everything else, so he should just be left to deal with the Ancestors. Maybe the munching boys don't do enough, and actually all of these eagle warriors are getting surrounded by the camels. The priests on the backside going to be tickling the big myth unit here, and all the units going to come back up from the earth monster, and all the blue units are probably going to go down. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. They're all attacking the myth unit instead of the eagle warriors that are actually doing the damage. It feels like the Moscow units should be able to surround pretty easily, but Teshipla and eagle warriors, what? I guess it's because he was going after the armadillo? Wow, eagle warriors all survive. I thought he was definitely getting surrounded there. I'm sure Moscow thought he was winning that as well. This is perfect for Tunison. He's going to be able to move forward, drop double cow pulley, going to gather some gold, going to be able to hunt still, and probably drop a great temple castle right here to defend both of them. Would be a great shout. More warrior priests come through, just vision on cooldown from Moscow, just seeing what Tunison is up to. But Tunison, I mean, he did sack a lot of villagers to get that play done. So it isn't like he's smooth sailing. He's just been able to secure himself his own gold mine, and he did win that fight. You know, push Moscow away. Just where does he go from here? I mean, we have said that it's very difficult for the Aztecs to kind of push through these Migdals. He did have those myth units earlier, the armadillos, that were the best guys to get the job done. But those are gone. Do you really want to invest in 2 more? Spending all your favor that you've got is 40 favor to get 2 of those bad lads. Said he's getting the extra farm gather rate upgrade. So 1 farm currently, but can be spamming those out pretty quickly. And I think it's looking like it's just a handshake from both sides, that there's not much aggression to be done on either side now that they've both got their great temples up. The issue is with that is you don't want the set player to sit back and get to Mythic Age. That's always rough. You don't want to be doing that, because then you're going to be faced with a meteor or tornado and then some big Mythic Age techs. The other thing that he could be doing is just massing an army at this point. Tunison doesn't know. He does know that the chariot archers are coming through, though. Does see a handful of them, but the Mythic Age could still be on the way. He doesn't know that. There was only 5 chariot archers, not that expensive to get that done. And it is going to be more of these turtle rabbit fellas with some flint weapons. I think flint weapons is the first upgrade, yeah. Feathers and flints. Feather armor, feather shields, and flint weapons. But Mosca does have this big ball of units, so he hasn't gone Mythic Age. He is there with his large amount of units that the Eagle Warriors can chew through while they're at range. The issue is, if the camels can surround, the Eagle Warriors should go down. Should being the keyword. We've seen that the Eagle Warriors actually survive pretty well if the camels are aggressing onto something else. But both players sitting in this heroic cage, wanting to push. Each one town center each as well. Can manually roll away if he really wants to. Just got to hit Q and then click quite close to your dude and he runs away. It's quite similar to the Nidhogg special rather than any other special that rolls like this. So it's one of those ones where it's like you hit Q, you click, and then it walks to that position and then rolls. So you do have to watch out for that one. Whereas if you use the Tao Wu, which is the Chinese version, it isn't like that. It's just weird. Anyway. Tunison coming in with all his Eagle Warriors. He does have these trees that he could kind of move back to while the Turtle Rabbit is going to town. He's just ignoring the camels and going after the Chariot Archers. Mosca does try to reposition his Chariot Archers to kind of get a bit of micro done to dodge some arrows, but decides against that one after that. Teshipla is going to be a real damage dealer to this front line. And again, the Eagle Warriors do survive. I think it was a nice play to pick off the Chariot Archers. They are the damage dealers. These camels, they do have an extra bonus damage versus archers, but the raw damage output just isn't the same. Holy, and the settlement goes down. I didn't even see that the Blood Pact was on it, to be honest. So Blood Pact on the Armadillo equals no more settlement for you. And Tunison is very happy with that one. He is going to be grabbing himself his own town center. Right after the spy, I assume Mosca saw that on the spy. It's going to be very, very close. Yeah, he sees the very corner of it. And actually, it looked like Mosca was grabbing this TC, which Tunison doesn't know about. Maybe if he's grabbing his own, he could go, well, if I'm grabbing one, maybe you're grabbing one too. So that could be what he's going to have a look at. He did want to get a wall up on this side to stop it. He does need to think about his next gold mine. That is one thing. And also, where is Mosca going to go next? So he could go to this one that's in the middle. He could walk up and move this way and start to wall up and get some temples of his own, get some Migdal strongholds up. That could be an option, which is potentially why he wants to grab this town center. And Tunison actually goes, no, I'm going to grab this town center and I'm going to pre-queue Slaylock. And there are some walls up on this side. Yeah, so this gold mine is where Mosca is going to be wanting to move to, or even if he is there already. We've seen that he's there already, but Tunison wouldn't know, as he still has 3k left in his gold mine. But as the Egyptians, they spend so much gold. You see how many priests he's built. All these Migdal strongholds cost loads of gold. The Egyptians need so much gold income. So they just chow through it. Cypher, Sage, AOM, it is a Moose stream. Happy to have you in the chat for the Moose stream. It's interesting. He has pre-queued Slaylock, but now he's getting all the upgrades. So he's getting his ceremonial shields. That's tier 2 shields. Also getting his heavy war hut soldiers. So even though he's pre-queued it, he's decided, actually, no, I'm not going Slaylock. I'm sitting in the heroic age. And the issue with that is, again, what we said earlier, and it is coming to fruition, is the Thoth will be in for Mosca. It does make your units a bit more survivable against the Meteor. I guess that is one thing. And your units just will be stronger, getting all these armory upgrades in. He is already winning the fights anyway. In comes the Armadillo number 1, Armadillo number 2, going to be following it. There is not enough favor for a Blood Pact, but 2 of them should be able to do the job. Priests are going to have to run away, and a nice play to get some of these spearmen in to counter the Camel Riders coming in from Mosca, and that is town center down. Will he aggress onto this gold mine? If there are units on this gold mine, where are they going to go? It looks like the villager is there. Maybe he could do some kind of sneak around the back while Tunison is actually going for the Migdal Stronghold instead. I guess he doesn't have the best raiding units. The issue for him is that the Chariot Archers do insanely well against those Spearmen. They just don't really have much pierce armor at all. And now there is a Blood Pact, and Blood Pact with your boy next to you is going to mean Migdal Stronghold down. So maybe not going Slaylock and getting all these upgrades was the play. It has managed to force Mosca out. Also grabbing a town center on this side, which means he's going to secure himself 3 gold mines. That means he's going to have access to 3 gold mines. Love these walls coming up early. Get a last wall up on this side. I assume that's what he's going to do. The gate is coming through. He's going to grab that one on that bottom side. And there is a Migdal Stronghold here. Mosca, or Satfat's portrait, will have a meteor to use. It's like Tunison has separated his army a little bit. It's just the Eagle Warriors on their own. So if the meteor comes down on those, they can just bail. And that is what he's doing. Bail in all sorts of directions. There is potential here that he's going to lose all of these Eagle Warriors. It looks like they are fast enough to get out. They are 4.5 speed. They're faster than so many archers. They're closer to a Chariot Archer than others. So maybe halfway between a Chariot and a Toxotes, I guess. Toxotes are 4 speed, so pretty quick. And not the best value meteor, but I think it's one that Mosca needed to use. He needs his gold mine. If he doesn't have his gold mine, he's out of the game. He doesn't have anything else. This is it. This is his ticket back into it. And Tunison is walling up all the rest of them. This one, he needs something on this. Does he have any spearmen left? He does have some spearmen. Come over here with the spearmen. Grab some traps around this gold mine, just so you can see it. Even just one trap on this gold mine, so you know if Mosca's going to try and sneak it or not. It's the equivalent of Mosca going around with his priests. And, oh, nice Phoenix raid on this side. It's going to be tricky to deal with that one. But it's the equivalent of the priests spamming obelisks up. Oof. If you don't notice a Phoenix for a few seconds, it's absolutely ridiculous how much damage this fella does. Oh, Chariot Archer raids coming on this side. Love the dot coming up from Tunison. Because what you can do with this one is when you're in the Mythic Age, you get the Axolotl Mutant that can walk on the land. And the Axolotl from the Heroic Age, you can transform into that mutant and bring him on the land too for a small amount of favor. Well, relatively small considering he's got 143 favor anyway. But Slaylock is a little bit far away as he's got the 3 town centers and 24 food villages, and he's building army, so he's just spending so much food. The gold is pretty much there. Yeah, the Axolotl, but this guy has to wait. What you can also do is just sit him on the shore, bring in the boys, and the shield does heal land units too, which is a nice feature. Oh, there he is with the shield. No, save your Axolotl. So many priests here as well, so the Axolotl, maybe just any myth unit play is not going to be the best for Tunison. So if he does get to the Mythic Age and tries that power spike play of sacrificing 15 human soldiers for your myth units, I think it's worth waiting. Get rid of some of those priests with the Eagle Warriors, then do that play, get your 6 myth units, go in, deal big Demahes, and now Slaylock is on the way, also getting his watchtowers in, getting his fortified town centers. And yeah, does spot this Migdal Stronghold. This is what I mean. Just do, if he did a trap, that would be 600 or 600, 750 gold that Mosca didn't get there. But actually, the catapult coming through on this side, I imagine this isn't the town center that's going Mythic Age. No, it is not. It is going to be the main one. So Mosca will be able to take that one out with a vast, superior amount of units on that side. Tunison goes, well, I'm just going to leave. He does have a decent farming eco here, but he won't be too concerned on that one because he is dealing damage to the gold mine. He does definitely need to get into this corner though, because there is a chance that there is some market trading starting up, and Mosca can sell resources for a little bit. I don't know what the market rates are. Yeah, the market rates aren't horrendous yet. Wait, 28 is when it is horrendous. But before that, you can sell to your heart's content. He is selling. So if he can get a trade set up in this corner where he's all walled up, then Mosca can have a good spot in this game, even without a gold mine. Slaylock, 30 seconds away. No aggression for the moment from Tunison on the offensive, which is what he wants to do with his Slaylock God Power. You don't really want to use it on units. You want to use it on an enemy building with units around it to get max value. But maybe just to secure this position could be an option. I don't think it kills the units when it lands. Pretty sure it doesn't anyway. And Mosca is trying to go for this settlement. Is he just going to use it here? No. He could use an earth monster if he really wants to. Settlement on this side. In comes the turtle rabbit. There he goes. Settlement taken out. Saving his pillar of Slaylock. I love it. Then the settlement on the bottom side getting grabbed by Tunison. So even if he loses this top side, he's still equal. He still has his 3 town centers. He's still secured all his gold mines. He can also start a nice trade on this backside if he wants to go for it. And which one was that? Oh, that's all the myth units. He did all the myth units. Did he take out the priest though? I feel like we've not seen the priest for a hot second, but he does have all his myth units. All the rat boys are in. 3 rat boys, a soul guide, some tits and middles. This fella we've seen enough of already. Probably the most picked myth unit of the Aztecs today anyway. So many armadillos. Now Tunison, as the Aztec player, must be jealous of this catapult. In it comes. It just doesn't do any damage. It does scare these units away because it does damage in this circle. So it does some water spout damage. So you don't want to fight here. It is a no fight zone. So maybe in that respect, it is going to be somewhat useful. But the actual on-hit damage, it doesn't do anything unless you're a building. And then it doesn't like you if you're a building. It does a lot. Is the Incarnate out yet? No, I don't believe so. No Incarnate out. Also, no Warrior Priest out, so no favor gaining. I mean, he's got so much favor in the bank anyway. I don't think it matters too much, but there is a point where your favor could run low, or at least run out, especially if you're going to be using these blood packs on cooldown. Just the blood pact combo with this guy, like clockwork. Nerf! Nerf it! Camel's going to be coming through. How many great temples have we got? 4 Tunison. He's only got 2. Looks like he is going to be trying to get the warrior priest inside the temple, sacrifice it. I mean, spending... It's plus 10 each time, isn't it? So spending 70 favor to take down a settlement. Is that worth it? Looks like it is. As the gold mining operation had stopped. And this, well, I guess it wasn't so much the settlement, but this is where the trade was. So interrupting anything within this line was what Tunison needed to do. And actually there was some laborers up here. But what a back and forth game. I think it shows how insane those Eagle Warriors are though. Like they are strong.